What's up, guys? It is Super Shaw here, and today is going to be the NFL Week 3 2019-2020 game predictions. I am highly excited to see how this week goes, and I'm ready to see some great games played. But it depends on how they do it. The teams I call out have to win the game for me to get my grading correct. That's just how it is. So, that's all I have to say during my introductory. So, let's go ahead and get started with our first game of the NFL Week 3. Our Thursday night game, we have the Tennessee Titans versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. You know, the Jaguars do not have enough potential for the Titans. I believe the Titans can overcome from their loss last week and take this game, but by barely. I feel like this will be an upset in Jacksonville. So with a close conclusion, I will give it to the Tennessee Titans this week. Next game, we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Dallas Cowboys. Not going to be too good of a game to watch. I feel like the Dolphins will try to come back because I feel like they will be getting beaten, but then try to come back and not win the game. The Cowboys will still take them over. But with this being a good game, or near at the end, I still see the Dallas Cowboys pulling it out. So I will just give it to them this week. Next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, I feel like this will be close, but it's in Buffalo. So, with the Bills being a better team, I still see them winning this game. So, yeah, it will be close, but I still have the Bills winning. So I'm going to give it to them for this game. Next game, we have the Detroit Lions versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The Lions ended up winning their game last week by a close game. The Eagles barely lost. But since we have this game right here, I still see the Philadelphia Eagles winning this game because they are going to be the better team later on, and it is in Philadelphia. Since they lost last week, I believe they can overcome from that loss. So, I predict them to win this game because they will be better. So, I will just give it to them this week. Next game, we have the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots. The Jets. They looked so horrible on Monday night last week. Of last week. So, it's not going to be a good game at all. I feel like this will be a blowout. Patriots have just been blowing out everybody for their last couple of weeks to start the season off. It will happen again. I know it will. So, since this team has better offense, better defense, a better team, and it is in New England, I'm going to give it to the Patriots right now. Next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons versus the Indianapolis Colts. Wow. Even though it's in Indianapolis, I still see them winning it. I still see the Colts taking the game. But the Falcons will put up a great fight against them. It will not be enough, though. Since it is in Indianapolis, and Indianapolis will be a little bit of a better team for right now, I think the Colts can take this game. So, it will be close, but I have the Indianapolis Colts taking it at the end, so I will give it to them this week. Next game, we have the Oakland Raiders versus the Minnesota Vikings. I feel like this will be really bad. We have our own problems to deal with right now. I feel like the Vikings will beat us pretty badly if it's not a blowout. The Raiders, which is my team by the way, I do not see us winning this game. So with this being said, it's a sad loss for us. So with this game in Minnesota, it will be horrible. So I will give it to the Minnesota Vikings because they have better offense and better defense and a better team. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, the Ravens have scored a lot of points, but last week it was not anywhere near as much. But Chiefs, it is in Kansas City, so I believe since it is a home game for the Chiefs, I still see them winning. But it will be a really close game. It may be a Kansas City game, but it will be a close game. The Ravens will stick with them quite a bit. But I see the Chiefs pulling it out at the end. So I'm going to give it to them for this game. Next game, we have the Denver Broncos versus the Green Bay Packers. Yeah, I feel like it won't be a blowout, but it will not be a good game. You know, it's in Green Bay, so that's one good reason to give it to them. They're a better team, so let's go ahead and give them another reason to win this game. Their offense and defense is way better. Their defense is what will shut them out insignificantly. So yeah, it will be a horrible game to watch and pretty horrifying. So looking at this, I still have the Green Bay Packers winning. So I predict them because they are a better team, so I will give the game to them this week. Next game, we have the Carolina Panthers versus the Arizona Cardinals. The Panthers look so awful right now. You know, Cam Newton, it's just sad. The whole situation is sad. The Arizona Cardinals look only a little better, but it will not be as much for them. It's a home game for Arizona, so I believe they can win this game. I have it being a close game, but I still have the Cardinals winning. So with this being said, I will just give this game to them this week. Next game, we have the New York Giants versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, you know, it's in Tampa Bay, so that's about the only reason I think they can win this game. The Giants are looking lost right now. The Buccaneers look better, so I will give this game to them because they do look better and it is a home game. Yeah, a good game that will be played, but by about a score or so, I have the Buccaneers winning, so I will give it to them this week. Next game, we have the New Orleans Saints versus the Seattle Seahawks. The whole Drew Brees situation is what hurt the Saints. So the Seahawks, I believe, can take the game, and plus it's in Seattle, so yeah, a good reason for them to have this game under control. But it's just not going to handle too well with Saints defense, but it will not stop them from winning the game. So with this being said, Drew Brees is out. It's in Seattle. They have a little better offense and defense now. I will give it to the Seahawks for this game. Next game, we have the Houston Texans versus the Los Angeles Chargers. I believe this will be probably the closest game of the week. I think it's going to be a 1-point loss. It's in Los Angeles, so that's why I will have the Chargers winning this game. But it will be a little more of a defensive game, I believe. I think it will be not as scoreful. But it looks close. So, since it's in Los Angeles, I will give it to them this week. Next game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the San Francisco 49ers. I think this will be a major blowout. Ben Roethlisberger is basically gone for the entire season. 49ers have improved dramatically. So they will have an exciting year this year. It's in San Francisco, so not that it matters. It's going to be a huge blowout, I believe. Not a good matchup here. So, without another word, I will give this game to the San Francisco 49ers. Our Sunday night game, we have the Los Angeles Rams versus the Cleveland Browns. Even though it's in Cleveland, I think the Rams can take this game. They look a little better prepared for this game. It won't be too bad of a beating, but I believe the Rams will be a little better for this team, even though it's in Cleveland. So, good offense, good defense. They're going to have great backups if they need them. So, for this game, I have the Los Angeles Rams winning and upsetting the Browns in Cleveland, but it will not be too bad of a win. So I will just give it to them for this game this week. And for the final game of Week 3, our Monday night game, we have the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Redskins. Yeah, it's in Washington. So, even though it is, I still see the Bears pulling it out. I think it will be a win by about a field goal's worth. A really close game. But I believe the Bears are the better team, better offense, better defense, better categories. But I will just give it to them for this game this week. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what your favorite team is down in the comments below. And I will make sure to see your comment and make sure I keep you updated on your team. And I will see you guys later. Bye.